afternoon and welcome. My name is Maritza Rodriguez. I'm the president of the Board of Trustees of the Cleveland Public Library. On behalf of the entire board, I'm thrilled to welcome you to the special occasion, the 100th anniversary of our beloved main library building. Today is a milestone, yes. Today is a milestone for our library, our city, and everyone who believes in the transformative power of knowledge and community. We are here to unveil an Ohio historical marker that officially honors Main Library's place in United States history. The Ohio Historical Markers program has been sharing our state's story since the 1950s. With more than 1,750 unique markers across Ohio, they shine a light on the people, places, and events that have shaped our communities. With only about 25 new markers accepted into the program each year, we are truly honored that Main Library has earned this recognition. And because this is such a significant milestone, we are joined by so many special guests. From the Ohio History Connection, we welcome Alex Ingley, Community Engagement Department Manager. And most meaningfully, we are honored to welcome descendants and family members of 3 visionaries whose work shaped this building. William Howard Brett, Cleveland Public Library trailblazing 3rd Director. Harry E. Weeks of the architectural firm Walker & Weeks, who brought Mr. Brett's vision to life. And Clayton Aiken, who is responsible for the fine details found throughout the building. Thank you so much. Their legacy still echoes in these walls, and you'll hear more about their remarkable contributions in a minute. Before we go any further, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the real heroes behind Ohio's libraries, our library staff, and all of you. Please give yourself a welcome. The taxpayers of the state of Ohio. Your support keeps our libraries and our library staff strong and vibrant. So please give yourself a well-rounded applause. To celebrate the outstanding Cleveland Public Library staff members who brought this historical marker to fruition. A big thank you to Michael Ruffing, Melissa Carr, and Laura Walter for their work in compiling the Ohio Historical Marker application. And to John Lang, Oliver Reyes, Frank Conti, David Dial, Eric Herman, Ryan Baradic, and Phil Duncan. Thank you for your efforts. Additionally, we are grateful to the folks of Siwa, the Foundry in Marietta, Ohio, for fabricating the beautiful marker you'll see today. You will find their markers throughout the United States. And finally, many thanks to Councilman Carrie McCormick for sponsoring the City Council resolution for the marker's placement, and to Mayor Justin Bibb for allowing us to install the marker right here on city sidewalk, which is property held in trust by the city on behalf of its citizens. We are also so very grateful, and I know we're all excited for the unveiling to kick us off. At this time, I would like Alex Ingley, who is here with Ohio Historical Connection, to please come.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I have a little allergy, so I apologize. This is what's happening, but I'm so happy to be here. First and foremost, that was the most comprehensive narrative around the marker program itself by not myself or one of our team, so thank you. I'm actually going to repeat some information. So it's such a pleasure to join you today. On behalf of the Ohio History Connection, thank you for inviting me to participate in the marker dedication today. The Ohio Historical Marker Program began in 1953, and it is a program that we are very proud of. It's the kind of program that allows local communities to identify, honor, and commemorate the important people, places, and events that have contributed to their past, and to share those stories in a visible and lasting way. The mission of Ohio History Connection is to spark discoveries of Ohio stories, embrace the present, share the past, and transform the future. We strive to do this every day, but we can't do it alone. Historical markers and the people who create them, support them, and enjoy them contribute to this mission as well. There are now approximately 1,800 Ohio historical marker programs throughout the state, each telling a unique piece of Ohio's history. Your marker today is honoring the Cleveland's Main Library, and it now joins other state markers in telling the story of Ohio. You are to be commended for taking the initiative to identify the important historical aspect of your community. The marker we are dedicating today was made possible through the vision, dedication, and hard work of many people. I would like to particularly thank the Cleveland Public Library. The library and staff came together around an important Ohio story and dreamed of a way to memorialize that story in their community. They came together to research and submit the initial marker application, to put together the funding to both purchase and install the marker, and to do all of the unforeseen jobs that lead to today's celebration. The Ohio History Connection's role was to guide and advise them through the process by helping them to research, refine, and finalize the final marker text that you read here today, and to follow the marker through its production. It is a real pleasure to partner with you to tell the important story as part of Ohio's history. To mark this special event, I am proud to present commendations from the Ohio History Connection's Executive Director, Megan Wood, and the Board of Trustees. It reads, the Ohio History Connection commends the Cleveland Public Library for furthering the knowledge of our state's heritage by placing an Ohio historical marker to celebrate the centennial of the Cleveland Main Library and its innovations that set new standards for public libraries throughout our nation. And it's signed Megan Wood and Charles Moses on May 10th, 2025.
All right.
Finally, I am proud to present an additional and a proclamation from the Governor and the Lieutenant Governor of Ohio. Mike DeWine and Jim Trussell, Governor and Lieutenant Governor of Ohio, do hereby officially recognize Cleveland's Main Library historical marker. On behalf of the state of Ohio, we welcome all those gathered for the placement of an Ohio historical marker. Historical markers reflect and honor the people, places, and events associated with our state's rich history, and through this reflection, encourage appreciation of our past as we look forward to our future. We commend all those involved for ensuring our state's history is preserved and remembered, and we extend our best wishes for a memorial event. Yours, Mike DeWine and Jim Trussell. I'm just going to off-strip really quickly. I am from the Cleveland area. Libraries were my places of worship when I lived here, so it's especially special for me to join you today. So thank you very much on behalf of the daughters of English and history teachers everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. And I can't thank Michael enough for all the work that he's done to make this main library what it always has been, a center of learning for this community. So please give Michael another big round of applause. So I want to start by thanking my bosses, because it's a good thing to do to always thank your boss. So let me start with our board president, Maritza Rodriguez. I see right there, Trustee Melanie Shakarian. So I said earlier, Trustee Corrigan, that you have been the on our board for 38 years, which I was mistaken because you've actually been on our board for 40 years. Tom Corrigan. And I know Trustee Rasheed was with us earlier. I don't see her any longer. So, and I think that's it for board members. But I also want to make sure I thank all of those who are on our Cleveland Public Library Foundation board. Cleveland Public Library Foundation members, can you please raise your hand? We are so appreciative of you. library and want to show it, across the street is the library shop, and you could buy something there and support the Cleveland Public Library Foundation. So while the Cleveland Public Library started with our main library, we have since grown to a system of 27 branches throughout the city of Cleveland. It's the support of our elected officials that helps our library system navigate times of uncertainty and strength and remain sustainable into the future. I want to thank State Senator Nikki Antonio for bringing us this grand resolution. We're not going to read it now, but we want to thank Senator Antonio. She was going to be here. She must have gotten delayed. But always at the front of the list for library supporters, and you have to be very careful. You can't say that there's the number one biggest supporter of the Cleveland Public Library, but someone who is at the top of the list of supporters of Cleveland Public Library is our county executive, Chris Fournane. And right now, I'd like to bring Chris up to basically give a little overview of his connections to the library.
Hello, Cleveland. Great to see you out here today. And I want to welcome and ask you to raise a hand if you're visiting us from another state. Let's welcome our visitors today. Thank you. It is so great to see you, family members in the Weeks, the Walker Weeks family tree, the Akins family tree, and obviously William Brett as well. Thank you for joining us, and any other family members that are part of this great Cleveland Public Library branch tree, thank you for all you being here. But I want to say to my fellow Cleveland residents, we are also a family that lives here in the city of Cleveland, and we pride the Cleveland Public Library. Can we give it up for our librarians, our staff, the entire team at Cleveland Public Library? All right. They have kept the good thing going for more than a century and a half. And for those 150 plus years, we thank you. You truly have continued to make this community a smarter community, a more connected community, and a forward-looking community. I want to look out to our kids and give them a round of applause if we could. Hello, kids who are out here today. You're 100% of our future. Hello, kids. I'm a father of two, a 16 and a 15-year-old, and since the director said make a couple personal reflections, I will, but I won't be too long. I want to say one of the greatest experiences for my kids was taking the RTA bus regularly to this building, this main branch library. There's the bus on cue. Taking the bus down with Grandma. We lost Grandma a couple years ago. Some of my neighbors, Michael Ruffing and others, knew my mom real well, but her great experience was taking her grandkids down to the RTA to come into the library and explore the children's books in this library. And I have to say that Mr. Brett really made that possible. First, with the innovative idea of open shelves. Second, with what he did for kids' collections within the libraries. We're grateful, all the Brett family that's here today. Also, our neighborhoods. One of mine, I see a lot of my neighbors from the Coudell-Edgewater neighborhood out here, but all our neighborhoods throughout the city of Cleveland. Mr. Brett was one who was tirelessly advocating for resources to build out our branch library system. And Mr. Brett found Mr. Carnegie. And Andrew Carnegie placed 15 neighborhood public libraries in the city of Cleveland because of Mr. Brett's advocacy. You can give that a round of applause, because our neighborhoods are better for William Brett. You know, just as a former city planner, one other personal story, I used to work across the street. I was a 16-year-old who worked out of a cookie shop where Rising Star Coffee Roasters is now, and I wheeled my ice cream sandwiches, my cookie cream sandwiches all over this downtown, and began to understand the glory of downtown Cleveland. It inspired me as a future city planner that I didn't know I was when I sold my ice cream on Public Square, and I'll be over there today to a new dedication at Soldiers and Sailors Monument. They're dedicating the Harvey statue, which was a service dog in the Civil War. Yesterday I was with the West Side Market, and they too are going through a new transformation. And the Cleveland Cultural Gardens were officialized by Cleveland City Council yesterday, several years ago. All of those things came up in the progressive era of Cleveland alongside this wonderful library. So as one who wheeled his cart throughout the streets of Cleveland and had to cool down, I came in this library across the street, and I marveled at the collection but also the architecture. I marveled at the fact that Daniel Burnham set out this great plan to connect Cleveland from its downtown to its waterfront with these classical buildings. And I marveled the fact that Walker, Weeks, and Aikens could actually put together a building that met the standards of the collections of the federal courthouse and the former Cleveland Metropolitan School District building and many others along the mall. They had an attention to detail, and they all built on each other's works. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't also say, in addition to Mr. Brett literally laying the cornerstone and building the momentum to build this place, and I want you to quickly look up at the picture that I just noticed, the second flag to the right. That's the crowd of you 100 years ago who were watching the cornerstone get laid, right? That's you 100 years ago, and you're still here thanks to the Cleveland Public Library. So I want to also say a tribute to Mr. Brett's successor, because Linda Eastman came in and saw this through. Both Brett and Eastman really deserve all of our thanks, and of course the architects who put this beautiful structure together. Finally, I want to say, as a county representative who works for you locals, it's an honor to do so, that we at the Cuyahoga County Public Library owe our debt of gratitude to the Cleveland Public Library, because we were birthed here first. We were actually a part of the Cleveland Public Library and birthed out. So, 150 years plus of going strong, 100 years of this beautiful treasure of this building at the main branch, and for all the local branches out in the Cleveland neighborhoods, we salute you, Cleveland Public Library, Director Felton Thomas, to all your staff, to all that work in this place in the neighborhood branches, to the board, the volunteers, but most importantly, the patrons who visit this place and love this place. Here's to you and to our next 100 years. Thank you. I do have a resolution from us at the Cuyahoga County Executive's Office to say all that. Thank you much.
Chris just brings so much energy. Thank you, County Executive. And for right now, we'd like you to turn to your side, looking this way, and we are going to do the unveiling. Excuse me.
Oh, so sorry.
All right, so as we honor our past and embrace our future, we would like to invite William Howard Brett V and his children, Vivian and Louis, descendants of William Howard Brett, to join me in unveiling the main library's Ohio historical marker. And please join us afterwards in the garden for the party.
Right.
All right, well, hold on, we're going to do a countdown.
Gonna help me? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Main Library! Thank you, William Howard President and Vivian and Louis, for unveiling our historical marker. And please join us in the Eastman Reading Garden named after Anne Eastman, who opened this